right, how you doing? Good morning. My name is Willis Saburu. You can call me Willis. Well, you can also call me Bazoo, but it's all good. Habari gani? Today is Tuesday, and Tuesdays we always talk matters social, and we are glad that we are here one more time. We're joined by Agnes, supercalifragilistic, extra-halidocious non-CZ. Wambaje?
Niko salama.
Uko salama?
Kabisa.
Uboheri wa afya?
Kabisa. Yes. How are you?
Mungu akubariki sana.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to see you.
Yes, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm just getting the data off my shoulder. Also joined by Shatta Boy.
Yeah, man.
Uko Ital.
The OIV Niko best.
Yeah, man.
Na wewe uko aje?
Hata mimi niko Ital.
Mufa.
Yes, we are also trying to get CJ. You know, he talks about his son so much. Sijui tuonyesha akisaidiwa hapo kidogo. Alafu but we're trying to get him. He's in Mambasani. He's going to be joining us later on via Skype as we talk about. He says he can hear. He can hear. We're good. 1 2 1 2. Everything is good. Everything, Chris. All right. We try. All right. Let's try and see. CJ, can you hear me? All right, now I can hear him hear me, but I can't hear him down here, Davy. Can you hear me? All right, well, he says he can hear me, and I will believe him. We'll wait for David to do the thing, so that hata mimi nimsikie huko chini kwa speaker, but we're going to be joining him in a short while. Today we're talking about the favorite child. Now, the favorite child, favorite, put there, as you can see there in quotes, because we are normally told, by the way, at wazazi wananga favorite. That's what we are told. That's how it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to have a favorite child. However, that's normally not the case. We have seen different cases of favoritism, whether it is your number, yani katika orodha ya familia, wewe ni firstborn, middle, ama last. You're favored in a certain way. Whether you are the most responsible, you're favored in a certain way. And whether you have the most money, favorite in a certain way. We're going to be asking you that question about the favorite child in a short while. But first, let's dive into it. One of the most common ones, I guess we'll start with that one, because non-CZ husema anapenda pesa. Hata mimi napenda.
Yes.
Kila mtu anapenda.
Kila mtu anapenda.
Nilisoma Bible nikasema wenye wanapenda pesa kuna kashida.
Hapana, it is the love of money, not money. The love.
Okay.
Yeah, ile ya matumizi mabaya. But uko tu item. Yeah. So whenever it comes to money, there are some cases when it happens. Yeah. Maybe you can tell us what the experience has been, not even if yours things you've seen. Yeah. Of children who are favored simply because they have the deepest pockets in the family. Yeah. Yeah.
It happens. You see, as you grow older, I mean, this could start because I've seen it start from scratch. When children are growing, maybe because you're named after your father's mother or your mother's mother, there's that favorite. It starts.
Uyo ni baba yangu.
Uyo ni baba yangu, or because it could be because you're sharper in school and your parent loves sharp people. Wewe unaelewa vitabu na baba yako anapenda vitabu. It could be because of that. But now money comes in when now people they've grown older, you've mesoma, or you've started a business or whatever has happened, and you're the one who is taking care of your parents. Maybe your other siblings are not as up to, because success and money is different. Willis, I could be having money, but you could be having more money than me. So that the minute there's that, a parent plants a seed of competition, a seed of jealous, a seed of comparison, a seed of, just a very discorded home. Because they usually say you could be having the money, but I could be having other things that money cannot complement. I could be the one who's taking care of the parent. I could be the one who is there, availability, because you see, money cannot substitute availability. So as a parent, and I would say it's okay to have a favorite, but don't say. Wewe tuanga tukindani ndani.
Unaweza kosa kusema lakini
tabia
na mienendo.
Tabia na mienendo zinasema. Don't whatever, because money is the one. Yes. And I don't know if it's in Africa. I wish we had a Muzungu here to tell us. I don't know if it's an African thing, but it happens. The person, whether even if it's a female, to an extent that they are undermining the sons that are in the home. I mean, a decision cannot be made without non-CZ kufika.
And it could be because non-CZ has the money, or non-CZ is married into money.
Yeah,
It
could,
could be
yeah,
one of those.
yes.
Shatta, what's your experience na hii mambo ya ule vile amesema it's not a substitute for availability. Wenda kuwa maybe yes you can send all the money, but the person mwenye ako home na maadhe ama father for example in many cases is the one taking care pale hivyo needs nini. Lakini wale wazazi wako hapo, they wouldn't see the fact that enyewe Shatta is always home with me, but because Willis is the one sending money, Willis ndio
Ndio bazi.
ndio basi.
Ndio kusema.
Yes, yes.
Hizi vitu zote plainly ni shida. It is problem. Ni shida ufanya wazazi waanze kuona juu uko na do wanaanza kukufavor.
So
If
you
they
need
had their
poverty.
own money, it is poverty. If they had their own money, why would they favor you because you have money? Una get? But because hawakuna hiyo do, and you know you hate what you don't like, what ile kitu wewe umegrow nayo ukichukia hiyo umaskini, si ndio kama mzazi, alafu kuna mtoi wako mwenye akona hiyo umaskini pia utalike hiyo umaskini. Na kuna mwenye ameomoka kona do. Unaelewa? So hiyo kukuwa favored is acquired. It is na pile siku pesa inaisha pia hiyo favor inaisha.
That's true.
Unaona? It is not a natural thing. Kuna ile kufavor mtoto natural, like you lazima tu ukubali as a human being. As a child that you will feel this one I am more close to. This one resonates with me more. Una get? Lakini ni mtoto akigrow. But when it comes to a point that you favor a child because of money, it means you hate yourself. You hate what you are. And you want to get what you don't have, which is money. And you're getting it through sidelining your children for the one with money, which is a very bad thing.
Is it, and you know, sometimes it's not really, I agree with you that sometimes it gets to, oh sorry, we're still working, it gets easier. But I agree with you, it gets to some time where it is because the parents might not have money, that's why they see this person money as, but sometimes, ule mwenye anakuanga na pesa, it is imagined, amejipanga. So sometimes it might not be like the money. It could be nonsense.
The responsibility,
yes,
yeah.
this, got to this well-paying job and is getting all this money. Therefore, yeye na amejipanga. So therefore, yeye ndo tunamsikiza.
Na ule ameolewa kwa nyumba iko na pesa.
Si ni the same thing.
Kujipanga yake ni kuolewa.
Alijipangiwa.
Kuna wengine kuolewa ni occupation.
Ala.
Ama kuoa pia.
Kuoa pia ni occupation thing. So wakishapata mtu ndo wanaomoka. What do you think?
I say it should not happen.
Okay.
Either way, it shouldn't happen because all these are your children. All of them. Akuna. And you see today, like Shatta said, today you could be having the money. Tomorrow it's Shatta who has the money. So the minute Shatta, I don't have the money and Shatta has the money, it moves. And you can see, and this I would, and that's why even when I was thinking about this, I was like, I understand why Solomon asked for wisdom. Because as a parent, when you start bringing children into this world, there's one thing that you need. It's wisdom. Because how you parent them and how you treat them, it will also reflect even after you're gone. Are you going to sow a seed of unity, a seed of love? Watawaika chini, because what happens is, let's look at the implications. The minute me and Shatta, because I know me madhe hata niseme nini hata wewe nisikiza, do you think when the parent is gone that we will ever get along? No, it doesn't happen like that, because no one likes being looked down upon. I mean, because you don't, especially because you don't have the money. I mean, it's not right. So I usually say this is up to the parent, because if it doesn't emanate from the parent, I will never know. And I've seen where parents have balanced it so well that if you come, let's say it's what you call Christmas or it's Easter, we've gone home. If I'm given 100,000 by my son, who is Marcus, and I'm given even 1,000 by the other child, who is my girl, no one will know whoever give. And nyinyi wote ni watoto wangu. Huyu akuje na ndoma, huyu akuje na a whole shopping ya kutoka sijui wapi, no one will know. And I've seen it happen because I've seen where families are balanced, and even the ones who have money helping out the ones who don't. So I say it's upon the parent to know, because the seed that you plant and it grows, it's going to be very, very hard to yeah.
Kuna kitu, sasa, as, let me call it grown-up children. Because to your parent, you'll always be a child.
Yeah.
Sindio? So kuna kitu, as grown-up children, people need to acquire. And it is the ability to see through your parents. The way they see through you, you need to be able. There are parents that plant discord
That's
in their
true.
children because they know when these children are united, there is something I will miss. It is selfishness. It is selfishness. Like kuna, and some part of it is human. You want to think about you. You want to take care of yourself. And you're seeing an asset that can take care of yourself. Remember I told you parents see children as investments. They take you to
Some
school.
parents.
Some parents see children as investments. So they will plant discord in you because they know the moment
When you're
sisi
united,
asikizane na
yeah.
Shata atanikujia na akinikujia kuniongelesha atanikujia na kitu. Unaona? Sa ile wana compete for my attention and my favor, they will keep doing me favors. This one will buy me a car, this one will buy me a house. They will want to outsmart each other towards me.
But okay.
And at the end of the day, it is you, in this case, the parent that benefits.
Yes.
When wakipigana.
Exactly.
But I've also seen situations where that thing of seeing through the parent, if you're sane and you see sisi tumezaliwa wote watatu na tunajua mother natakanga kufanya hivi, so what we do is when we are giving, we all agree that really if you have 10,000, put it there. What can you afford? 1,000. What can you afford? 5,000. We all put it together, we present as children.
Yes.
No, because that way, mother, father will not know that
really
Willis
talk,
chucked
we really
this.
talk.
Yeah, but that happens when all of you are able to agree and you're speaking with the same voice. If you can see through what Shata is saying, you can see through, because also again as we are grown, like the way Shata has said, we are grown adults, we are children, but you're still grown, we have a mind of our own. If we can see this is going the wrong direction and you know one of us is not able at this point, they cannot, maybe they've lost a job or something like that, then it's up to us to be able to say we have brought this.
Yes.
Hata
You
nyumba
cover that
tunajenga
one.
kama watoto wako. Unaona?
Hatujengi kama Willis aleta 50 bags, Sisi akaleta mbili.
Sisi kama watoto tumecontribute this amount.
Yes, and
so
we are doing it for you.
It can get to a place where umejenga nyumba, then uenda hapo uongee vibaya, sema unaongea vibaya
na hata unaambiwa mpaka kuna wenye unaambiwa bibi yako hezi dada kwa hii nyumba how ku contribute under dururu. It becomes that dire. But again, if you're adults as children and you're able to know that our parent, and there's an age that you can't be able to correct your parents and they change. Kuna ile ingine as in they've advanced in age, so it's up to you guys to call yourself like a small meeting if you are in agreement and if there is unity. But if there's none, then it's going to be dire. Yeah, but we have seen that.
Okay,
Alright,
something else before we end.
Naenda wapi?
Uko unataka kwenda kwa CJ, kuwa mpole. Si nimekuona unataka kukimbia. I don't know.
We have seen right through you.
We have seen
We
through
have
you.
seen.
We have seen through you. You want to run somewhere.
Yes.
Unajua, a parent that is like that does not start when they are old. It is something they have hata mkiwa watoi. Unaelewa? So that discord grows in those children. A child feels that no, this is my sister, and I'm feeling you are where you are because our parents favored you. Uko mbele yangu because wazazi walikupatia favor. Unaelewa? So kuna hiyo tu beef inakuaga underlying. Kuna kuaga na family mingi, brothers and sisters have unsolved issues that were planted by parents. You feel like nowadays I talk to my sister, but if I bring up this issue, now that relationship will disappear again. I will lose my parents, I will lose my sister. Unaget? So you live in ukotuk pali.
It's a limbo.
You're in a limbo.
Yeah.
You don't want to touch this because you know this child was favored to grow. And if we have an issue, we go to our parents, they will favor us still. So niko tu hapo, I don't want to lose them. So you're living in fear of losing your family. You get?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Right. Well, we are normally there was a game that used to be called Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yes.
And there was an option called Phone a Friend.
Phone a friend.
Yes, phone a friend.
Yeah.
If kama umekwama una phone a friend, we are joined by CJ on phone. CJ, maybe you can tell us, in light of the discussion we're having, which is about favoritism in families. What is the experience of that you've gathered, in your own, in counseling, about what this favoritism does?
First of all, I think, there's no clear definition of what favoritism would be. I think every family would have very different circumstances which would govern how people relate, and what is said to be favoritism may be a perception. Sometimes it's not the truth. So it's not a blanket thing, you know. I know that from the discussion, and I wish I was there so that I could see Shatter's facial expression. But, you know, from the discussion, we generally talk from the point of disadvantage. Like, so a parent is here, he has raised a child or she has raised a child, and they are now doing well and they expect support. So we are talking mostly from the point of disadvantage. But relationships are built over time. There is emotional connection. There are expectations on both sides, whether it is the parents or the children, both sides. Sometimes what is called favoritism is just the criticism of siblings. You know, if I'm doing things right and I'm never getting into trouble, for example, and disclaimer, I got into a lot of trouble. So I'm not talking from the point of never having gotten into trouble, but if I'm not getting into trouble and I seem to be getting things right, and my siblings seem to not be getting things right, we already have a very skewed foundation of how we're going to relate. There is the thinking, therefore, then, that I am not one of them or part of them. So you'll find this thing of people beginning to feel like you are trying to be the favorite child. Even if you're just being yourself, they begin to think you are trying to be the favorite child. But if you're not getting into too much trouble as well, it will also shape how you relate. As much as we want to say, you know, we should love everybody equally, I tell you, we may love everybody equally, but we will not relate with them the same. Because if somebody is always messing up every day, it messes up how you want to relate with them. If you have a child who will skip school, or they will sell their books, or they will use their fee, and they're always in trouble, and you're always in school, no matter how much you love them, it's going to affect a bit how you relate. So before we even talk about money, we need to talk about